Greetings, my dear students. For this video, we're going to review the concepts of integers, completing the square, and transforming general equation of a circle to standard equation and vice versa. For this slide, we're going to answer problems involving integers. So first, we write 5 here, and then add -1. Then instead of writing subtraction operation, change this 1 to addition, and then make 8 a negative integer, and copy +7. So after this, add all positive integers and negative integers. So the answer is like 12 plus -9. After this, subtract the positive integer to the negative integer. So 12 minus 9 is 3. So the final answer for number 1 is positive 3. So let's do the same process from number 1 to the other problems. Okay, so we can change this one as 6 plus -7 plus -1. So it will become 6 plus 8, or 6 plus -8, or -2. For number 3, it will become 5 plus -8 plus 10 plus -2. So let's add all positive integers. 5 plus 10, 15. And then -8 plus -2 is -10. Then subtract 15 and 10. It will become positive 5. As you can see, we follow the sign of the highest integer. Okay, so in this question, in number 1 and number 3, you can see that the highest integer, okay, before subtracting the negative and positive integers, the positive number is greater than the negative integer. That's why we follow the positive sign. So for number 2, 8 is higher than 6 and 8 is negative. That's why we follow the negative sign of 8, which is negative. Now for number 4, same process. So enclosed by a parenthesis, -7 plus -9, or -9 plus 10. So this will be -16 plus 10, and then -16 plus 10, it will become -6. So the final answer for number 4 is -6. For this slide, we're going to answer these problems that we need to use completing the square to finalize our answer. Now, to transform this x squared plus 10x to a perfect square trinomial, so it will become x squared plus 10x plus b over 2 squared. Now, this b illustrates the middle term of a quadratic equation, which is the constant term with a variable of x. So now we will just substitute 10 to b. So this will be x squared plus 10x plus 10 over 2 squared. So the answer here is, so still this will be 0 plus 10 over 2 squared. Okay. Next is x plus 5 squared is equal to, so 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5 squared is 25. Or, we can directly square root both sides to get the roots. So it will become x plus 5 is equal to positive negative 5. So completing the square is used to find the roots of a number. But what we need to do here is to transform, or just to get the factored form of the given expressions. So for this, it will be like x plus 5 and then square. Now, for the other questions, let's just determine, okay, the factored form of the given. So for the first one, it will be like x plus 5 squared equal to 5 squared. Next one, x squared minus 3x plus negative 3 over 2 squared equals to negative 3 over 2 still squared. Then the factored form will be x minus 3 over 2 squared equals 9 over 4. So next one, we have here 2x squared plus 4x plus 1. So here I will write the solution at the bottom part of this slide. So 2x squared. So for this question, the leading coefficient is 2. So we have a constant term. So to answer this, let's transfer 1 to the other side. So it will become 2x squared plus 4x equal to negative 1. And then factor 2. So it will become x squared plus 2x equals negative 1. Now, let's make the binomial term a perfect square trinomial by doing the completing the square. So it will become x plus 1 squared. Okay, still you have 2 here outside the parenthesis and equal to negative 1. But it's not the end of the solution. Still, you will add here plus, knowing that we add 1 here. So we will add outside 1 times 2. Why is it times 2? Because the 1 came from the inside, or came from the parenthesis. Then to make it out, or to get out of it, you need to multiply it to the number outside the parenthesis, which is 2. So that will become 2 times 1 plus negative 1. So the final answer here is 2 times x plus 1 squared equal negative 1 plus 2, or 1 here, then 2x plus 1 squared. So this is the final answer. Or if you want to cancel 2 here, it will be x plus 1 squared equal 1 half. And then for the last item, I will leave it for you. for this slide, we need to find the center and radius of each equation of a circle. Now, to get the radius and center, we need to apply the concept of completing the square. So for number 1, let's answer x squared plus y squared minus 2y equals to positive 3. As you can see, I transpose negative 3 to the other side. Or, in mathematical concept, we use addition property of equality. Now, group each terms by their variables. X squared plus y squared, then enclose it by a parenthesis, minus 2y equals 3. And then do the completing the square into the numbers or terms inside the parenthesis. So we will have y squared minus 2y plus 1 equal 3 plus 1. For the next step, we will factor the perfect square trinomial. So x squared plus quantity of y minus 1 squared equals 4. So this will be the standard equation of the circle. Now we can determine the radius and the center of the circle. So for the center, we have 0, knowing that we only have x for the x squared, or for this term, and 1, because the k here is negative 1. So k 0, negative 1. So we just need to transpose negative 1 to the other side and make it positive 1. For r squared, it is 4, but again, we need to find the radius. Therefore, the radius is the square root of r squared and 4, which is 2. So this will be the... Okay, next, for number 2, let's follow the steps from number 1. So first, let's regroup them by variable. Next one. So we will factor them. 4 times x squared minus x plus 4y squared plus 4y equal to 83. The next thing is we will make the groupings here to be a perfect square trinomial. So it will become 4 times x squared minus x plus negative 1 over 2 squared. And then the same thing, plus 4y squared plus 4y plus 4 over 2 squared equal to 83 plus. So knowing that they have numbers outside their parentheses, therefore we will multiply the added terms. So it will become 4 times 1/2 squared plus 4 times 4 over 2 squared. So let's simplify this. Let's factor this. So 4x minus 1/2 squared plus 4y plus 2 squared equal 83 plus For this one, it will become 1. Why? Because this will become 1/4, then times 4. 4 cancel, and it will become 1. Plus, so for this one, it will become 2 squared, that is 4. Okay, times 4, it will become 16. So let's add them. It will be 84 plus 16. So 84 plus 16 is 100. So 100 here, and then 4 times x minus 1/2 squared plus 4 times y plus 2 squared equals to 100. Now, it's not done yet. We will divide each term by 4. So it will become x minus 1/2 squared plus y plus 2 squared equal to 25. So as you can see, the center is 1/2 and -2, and for the radius is equal to 5.